time to place a focus on the lacrosse school board race and some of the issues at hand. Voters will cast their ballots for 3 of 6 candidates, and this morning we have Mary LaMothe joining us. Good morning, Mary, and thanks for being here.
Good morning, Mike.
Well, we'll get right into the issues. So school resource officers will play a smaller and smaller role in our schools, yet some students believe they should remain, even creating a petition to keep them in the hallways. What would you say to those students about the decision to reduce the SRO program?
Good question. The students, I believe, have a right to be disappointed in the proposed reduction of the SROs. The students are more aware of the problems in the schools than even their parents are. On the other hand, the school administration, they have a vested interest in minimizing the ongoing problems within the schools, such as unlawful drugs, bullying, and we're talking also about gang violence within the schools themselves. It's their vested interest to keep an eye on that, and also it makes them look bad. But I want to say one thing. Considering today's environment, I think listen to the students and keep the SROs in the schools.
So we've seen a decrease in enrollment in the La Crosse school district, and we're expecting to see even more of a decrease. Do you think La Crosse's high schools should be combined? Why or why not?
Because La Crosse and Logan, both high schools, have their own identities, they have their own traditions, and they have their own supporters. And when you look at that, if you combine these new schools on a newly proposed campus, when you look at that, the constructed campus would require an increase in taxes just through property acquisition, through building costs, and also through busing. And when you look at that, that destroys the immediate community's identities with those schools, okay? So downsizing can still be, in my opinion, achieved without incurring all of these unnecessary new construction costs.
And what actions do you believe you can take as a school board member to help get more teachers and more substitutes into the district?
If it does continue, the district-wide enrollment, when we're looking at it, it's decreasing. It's been decreasing over the last 10 years, okay? So it makes little sense, if that's the key right there, to hire more teachers, more substitutes, or even more administrative in the immediate future, okay? So care should always be given to monitoring the attrition rates of these people, okay? You've got retirement, you've also got just normal employee turnover, which in itself is a real need, but when you look at it, you have to establish a real need in order to make sure that you're filling these positions correctly. And so you got to look at your hiring policies, your hiring policies, and make sure that it's actually done effectively.
Well, Mary, we appreciate you taking some time to chat with us and answer some of our questions this morning.